We have a very delicate, very, very sensitive issue in our generation about a mohel that comes to do Brit Mila. After they cut, they suck the blood and spit it out. They have to make the blood comes out by sucking it out. And then the blood starting to come naturally. So it's a matter of 1 second. However, what God forbid happen if this mohel have AIDS? He can chas v'shalom infect the baby, or herpes, which is a more common disease. So in our generation, they make a lot of noise now, the Reform, the conservative, and secular people, and the Goyish authorities in the United States, in some other countries. They want to cancel this minhag of the mohel is sucking the blood from the baby because it's dangerous, it can be contagious.
Israel's now the war.
So somebody came up with a solution that he will use a straw. He would not directly use his mouth. He would be taking the blood with a straw. And all the big Rabbanim in the world went crazy when they heard it. After 3,300 years, you dare to offer this kind of reform solutions? And they even, mamash, put in cherem that rabbi that suggested that. Not officially, but mamash, his reputation got hurt very much. The question is, if the baby can get infected, why that rabbi said something that is incorrect? I mean, pikuach nefesh, we have a rule in the Torah that any life risk prevent all the mitzvot of the Torah except 3. You should not kill, no idol worshipping, and you should not do gilui arayot. But any other mitzvah, when there is a life risk, is being put on hold. In a case like that, if there's a risk that the baby will get infected, why not to take precaution against infecting him?
I think they're worried the other way. The baby has.
Or maybe the baby has from his parents and now the mohel can get it. And then later on he will pass it to other babies. So the answer is, God forbid to change without permission from Gdolei Ador, and no one approved to change. So that's the rule. But we have to understand the logic. What's the logic? The logic is the chance that a baby would get a disease from a mohel is lower than the chance that a person will get killed by crossing the street. It's very, very far probability. In 50, 60 years that we do Brit Mila, millions all over the world, only 2 or 3 babies, supposedly, it's still not proven, got infected in something in Brit Mila. For millions. It's not even a promille of a percent. From that to start changing a tradition, which is one of the foundation of Judaism of Brit Mila, nobody can do that. However, chas v'shalom, God forbid, if we lived in a time of epidemic, if there was some kind of disease that 30% of the people in a community has it, which means 1 out of 3 moalim may has it, then it become a life risk. That's a different story. What's the point of giving the mitzvah and every person would die from a sickness? Someone told me, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know. If any one of you know, tell me that people that have herpes, when it's coming out, they have blisters around their mouth. And when the blister comes out, it's very contagious, they can pass it. But if the blisters are not coming out, they mean the disease is very low now. It's not contagious as it is when the blister comes out. So therefore, a mohel, if he has it and he see blisters, of course he won't go to circumcise because he knows right now he has the attack. He'll send someone else.
Yeah, they say it's only if the person has a cut also.
Or if he has a cut in his mouth, okay.
What if a person
If the person has a cold, we shouldn't bring it.
Even a cold, yeah, he can get the baby a cold. It's also dangerous for babies. Their immune system is very weak when they just born. Yeah.
If a person does not do this minhag, is it a sin? Does it not count the Brit Mila?
No, it's a part of the Brit Mila. It's not minhag. It's halacha to do it. Halacha to do Metzitzah b'pei. It's halacha. It's not minhag.
So a person doesn't...
They have to do it. It's an incomplete Brit Mila.
Someone else can do it.
Each sense of father should do
Yeah, worst comes to worst. If if the father is worried or whatever, he can do it. He can do it. It's no problem.
If the baby carries something that can transfer to the wife.
Only if it's a cup.
So,
Really, the one that should complain was the mohel. But you know what they do? They put rubbing alcohol in their mouth, lots of it, and it's burning like fire. Did you ever put a lot of rubbing alcohol? They giggle in their mouth. I saw the mohel spitting it in a thing, and then he does it. Which means the amount of alcohol kills the germs instantly, if there are any. Anyway, huh?
He's not swallowing, he spits it out.
No, it spits it out. Of course, it spits it out.
Just saying.